Oop, right. Bring this down a little bit. Yep. All right. So, I'm Dr. Minister Vermont Princ for the Institut, Church of Christ Consciousness for Worldwide Hope, here to bring a much needed message that Jesus Christ is a woman. This video is not so much of a specific topic, but I'm going to get right into it. I want to let you guys know what to look forward to in the future. I'm going to be doing some videos about, I plan to do a video about, one is about Erykah Badu. Something happened recently. Not recently, it was some months now. It's an old video. I made the video, but I'm going to do it over because I don't really like, I brought a couple of other people into the video and I should have kept it on her. And that video's too long. I don't like long videos. It's like 45 minutes or 30 something minutes or whatever. I like my videos to be around 10, no more than 15 minutes. Okay, so Erykah Badu, I want to do a video. I want to do a video about people being paired together. Like Laura London with Nipsey Hussle. Beyonce with Jay-Z. Unnatural pairing. These are women that you know normally wouldn't be with these guys because of their career choice and their lifestyle and gangbanging and different things like that. So I want to go into that. Okay. I want to do a video about the Citizens app. How that's a psyop. It's a scam that's being perpetuated to scare people and to make them think things are happening that are not really happening. And at the same time, not reporting what's actually happening. That's one of the things I definitely want to go into. I want to do another video on Nipsey Hussle's getting a little more in depth in his chart. And another video going into how that whole Nipsey Hussle lifestyle and thing was a psyop. There's no coincidence that he died at 33. Jesus allegedly died at 33. They refer to him as the Christ. His son name is Cross. You know, Jesus died on the cross. He died. Jesus was killed. He was killed. This is not coincidental. And it's not that he's the second coming of the Christ. It's that people lined it up specifically that way to send a signal and a message. Everything is a message that marks a time period. They're basically letting each other know. They're communicating and letting those of us that are not amongst them, that have eyes to hear and eyes to see and ears to hear. They're doing it so that we can know. I want to do a video on the science of money that is definitely not real. That is only a concept and a stratagem and to get people to buy into it. I want to do more of a video on, there was a few other things that I had on the mental too. Oh, the whole FRID chip that they trying to chip us, the Agenda 21. I want to get into that. I want to get into more about Saturn, the black box and Saturn. I want to do a specific video on that. I want to do another video on shapes, circles, squares, and triangles, a little deeper, besides the one I already have on this channel. One that's even more. I want to get into why they program us the way they program us through schools or institutions, which is schools like churches, you know, at the workplace, at any other offices that you go to get assistance or help or any type of services. They have all this programming. I want to do a video more about women are gods and why I say that, quote the Bible and show that. I want to go and do a video on Jesus Christ as a woman, show the scriptures in the Bible that prove that, and why they hiding it. I want to do another video teaching you about hip-hop, HUP, which is HUP, H-U-P, is the last phase of hip-hop. It doesn't mean it's going away forever. It means that it was hip, then it was hip-hop. Now it's hip-hop, HUP. And that's a frequency. It's kind of like You're in elementary school, you're in high school, you're in college. So, or you're in elementary school, you're in middle school, you're in high school. You have to complete those three before you can graduate to college. Before you can graduate to become a master metaphysician or a quantum physicist, you have to understand the three stages of the hip hop hub. We want to go into that. I'm going to do another video about the word. W-O-R-D. It tells you in the beginning was the word, and the word was of God. Then the other one said, God said, let there be light, and there was light. Said. That science of the word, spoken or unspoken. Even when you deal with the Egyptian culture, they call it Metu Neter. Neter. Divine words or divinely spoken by God. Divine words of God. Then you have the Husia, which means exceptional insight through authoritative utterances. Authoritative utterances basically means that you're commanding things. Like that's another video, Open Sesame. People say Open Sesame, but that's not really what it says. Alibaba and the 40 Thieves says Open Sesame. Like other words, I say open. Command. I command you to obey me. That's when he says Open Sesame. That's what it means. It means that you're commanding nature to obey you and do what you say. Like if I command it to rain, it rains. I command it to be sunny, it's sunny. You just don't do this by just saying it. You do this by commanding it or an authoritative utterance. That comes from a belief system that's uncanny. It's not about what you study in a book. It's about what you know and what you believe. And there's a wave of them trying to keep us away from being able to have that degree of belief. I want to do a video on the upgrade of everything. A lot of stuff that used to work, from astral projection to rhythmic breathing to veganism, vegetarianism, to crystals, to grounding, to meditation, to astral travel, astral projection, all that different stuff. The alkaline diet and all that used to work, and it still works. It just takes hella long to work. We don't have hella long. We don't have another 20, 30 years of the planet going the way it's going. They say that every year 2% of the bee population dies off. Right? Every year. And the bees population sustained. Without the bee population, humanity's done. That's a whole science. I don't even know if I'm going to do a video about that one. But anyway. In 30 years, times 2 is 60%. Now, you have to say what percent is already missing. At least probably 10% is already missing. So that's already 70%. That's damn near all the bees. That means humanity is going to be done. We need the bees, not just for honey, but they produce, they do things, which, like I said, I want to get into the specifics, because that's not for here. They do things to the flowers and to the atmosphere that keep us alive. Physically, breathing, and they're part of the ecosystem. So that's that. I want to do a video about people like Whitney Houston. There was another one, Michael Jackson, Prince. It was a couple other people, and how they all ritual sacrifices. But I want to give it a perspective that have not been seen yet or heard yet. I'm going to do a video more breaking down stuff on R. Kelly and what's going on with him. I'm going to do another video talking about the attack on Hip Hop Hub. Why so many rappers are getting killed or being incarcerated. Or like 21 Savage was almost deported. A$AP Rocky, they just let him leave, or he's in trouble in Sweden. You have TK that had the situation went to jail. You have the other YNW Melly. You have Tekashi 6ix9ine. The list goes on and on. All these different rappers are being imprisoned for long periods of time, or they're put in a position where their careers is nearly over. If they're not killed, there's a science to why they're doing this. This is not something that's just randomly happening. There's a science to this. They're doing this specifically and strategically, and they're doing it for a reason. People are being sacrificed for a reason. That's something I want to really get into. I want to talk to y'all in another video about Tatiana's water. I want to go into that a little bit more, explaining that. Another video I want to go into what is sex. I'm going to put a slew of videos out about that. The difference between intercourse, sex, and sexual intercourse. 3 different things. Very important. That's more important than any other video that I'm going to talk to you about. The other information is just to wake you up. The video on sexuality is actually ritualistic practices that will physically change your life right now. The other stuff is just stuff that's good to know so you can be awake and see what's going on and not be part of the psyop. But the other stuff, the stuff on sexuality, is going to not just be random information. It's going to be stuff that really open your eyes. There's a few other videos that I want to do, but those are some of the videos you can look forward to from me now. In the meantime, just to let you know, I'm not your average priest. It's not your grandma's religion. I might not like you, but I love you. We strive for the 1080 love frequency. Another video I'm going to do about the 1080 love frequency, what it is, why it is, how it is. I want to do another video about the God sex cult, what that is, and the significance of why it came about. Like, where did it come from and why? What is that about? In case y'all don't know too much about that. The love side, God sex cult. I'll teach y'all more about that also. Rahul.